copyright notices. If you wish to read, pause the video. The original videos are linked in the description down below. Enjoy. Alright then, so in this one what you're going to see is a security guard. Well, you're going to see two interactions. The first one's not that bad. The second one is where the big problem is, where a security guard actually attacks autistic Audits. He punches him in the face and chases him. I like the way he attacks somebody vulnerable, because it wouldn't have gone the same way if he attacked me, I can promise you that.
There's, you can see them. Sorry? What does it look like I'm doing? Yes, I can.
Sorry?
Yes, I can.
You can?
Yes, I can.
It's a government building.
That's right, yeah. It's a public building.
That's a government building.
Yeah, but it's not against the law to film in public.
Could you move on, please?
No, I can't, because I'm in a public place. Can you move on?
Huh?
Can you move on?
Could you move on, please?
No, can you move on?
No.
Well, like, you're obstructing me then, aren't you?
I'm not obstructing you.
Of course you are, because I'm in a public place.
You can't film through the windows.
Yes, I can.
You cannot film through the windows.
Will you stop shouting at me? I think you need to calm down.
You can't film through
You
the
need
windows.
to calm down.
You cannot film through
This
the
is
windows.
defined under law as a public
You cannot film
place.
through
Yes, I can.
Right, that's private. So would you go around filming through somebody's windows?
So if that's private, right,
Yeah.
why is that on display? Why can this camera see it?
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
Hang on a minute, yeah.
You're actually breaking the law. GDPR law.
No,
Oh no, I don't need to stay where I am.
I'm just saying, if you want, I'll go on.
Alright, and so we all know what GDPR is, and as these are an organisation, they have to prevent any data breaches. The fact that they've got their computers facing the windows would make that a data breach. There is things they can do to prevent that. Turn the desks around so they're looking out. So they are looking out the windows, and it's the back of the monitors at the windows. And if they don't want to do that, there's a film what they can stick on the window in the inside, which is a mirror effect. It gives you the mirror on the outside, and on the inside it's just a normal window, so you can still see out. It still allows sun through and everything. So this can be prevented. And the fact that this is a big data breach, and a lot of companies do this. There's a lot of companies what do this sort of thing and don't prevent the data from being breached.
Oh, you mean the police? Well, you can go ahead if you want, but it's a GDPR breach on your part. Social Security Scotland. Social, yeah, I can, because it's a public place. It's a public space.
Would you go up to somebody's front window and film through it?
That's a different law.
That doesn't matter.
Because that's not a public place. That's not a public place.
Listen to me. There is confidential documents on the other side.
Exactly. That's your responsibility to prevent that from happening. It doesn't matter. So whether I can film or I can see with the naked eye, the breach is your fault.
How is it my fault?
As a organisation.
My fault?
As an organisation.
Right, well you should...
You're the one who's representing them at the moment.
I'll go on something, yeah.
Right, go on then, and I'm just going to carry on filming.
Alright then, so there's a lot of ways saying people's houses. I'll let you in on a little fact. Autistic's wrong in a way as well, because there's an implied right of access and invite to somebody's front door, towards somebody's front door. If you are the postman, you have that because you're posting stuff. The fact that just because there's a gate there, if the gate is open, it's a mere invite. Obviously, trespass is a civil matter, but you can use reasonable force to remove a trespasser from your property. So somebody's garden, if not gated and has a letterbox at the front door, you have a right of access to go to that front door, knock on the front door, post something through the letterbox. So yes, you can technically go up to somebody's front door. I wouldn't go recording into somebody's house, obviously, like the TV licensing do and all these other government agencies do to you, but yes, technically you are allowed on somebody else's property up to the front door, and obviously not allowed to break entry or anything like that, obviously.
So you need to calm down though. I think you need to calm down, right? Yes, I can, because I'm interested in that breach there, because that's what I do. Okay.
Is that what you do? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I film breaches of that nature,
Right,
because
sorry,
the public,
who do you work for?
because the public have got to be a right to be concerned.
I'm not being funny. Yeah, okay. Right now, who do you work for?
I'm an independent journalist that covers this
Right.
a particular
It's not any
area.
identification that you're a journalist. So that's
You
what
don't
I'm
need any
I'm only
identification.
asking,
You
that's
don't
what-
need.
I
I'm
mean-
not going to ask you. I'm glad to see that you've got your CIA badge.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
going to
know,
ask you for
yeah.
your identity. It's not important to
Yeah,
me.
but I'm just-
But that is important to me.
Okay, then. So, in this country, we do have press passes, but legally, you don't need one. This is probably covered under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act of 1999. I'm not going to read it because I need to change the colour of this background so I can see it properly, as my eyes are a little bit blurry. So I'll just get the computer to read it for you.
Everyone has the right to freedom of expression. This right shall include freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart information and ideas without interference by public authority, and regardless of frontiers. This article shall not prevent states from requiring the licensing of broadcasting, television or cinema enterprises. 2. The exercise of these freedoms, since it carries with it duties and responsibilities, may be subject to such formalities, conditions, restrictions or penalties as are prescribed by law and are necessary in a democratic society, in the interests of national security, territorial integrity or public safety, for the prevention of disorder or crime, for the protection of health or morals, for the protection of the reputation or rights of others, for preventing the disclosure of information received in confidence, or for maintaining the authority and impartiality of the judiciary.
So what I'm getting from here, obviously, having to have a license to report is a breach of this, as you hear the first section here. This is important because what he is doing, the state shall not prevent, this article shall not prevent the state from requiring a license of broadcast, television, or cinema. Fucking, yeah. So, what this is saying to me is if you've got to have a license to be a journalist, the state is requiring that, and it's a breach of Article 10 of our human right. But that's what I am taking from this. That's not how you... I might see this different to you, so let us know if you do in the comments.
Okay?
Right, okay, no problem. Right, you carry on, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go and phone something. Yeah.
Alright, you can phone the police if that's what you're doing.
I'm not calling the police, no.
Okay.
Right. No way I'm going to...
Right, because it's not against the law, it's as simple as that. So as you can see, you can actually see, I'm not going to go up, but you can actually see the letters being sort of displayed on the screen if I just go up. And all it takes is like a little clamp of a camera, a tiny camera these days, and that's it. Got 2 parking sensors down there, guys. Keep on watching my progress around. But anyway, there's no point in like hanging around. Because whoever it is just going to bring out a manager, and he's quite irate there, shouting at me like that. So there's no kind of issues here at the back so far. No, this is kind of like a canteen. So like I said, there's no issues really. Hey there. Sorry? Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask you, please. Would you
Yeah,
mind?
no, I'll leave right away. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem at all.
So there you go. He was a trespasser on that property. He was asked to leave and he left. It's that simple.
No,
Until
it's
that
kinda like a
point, even
canteen.
now, there's still not a law broken on his behalf,
So like I said, there's no
as
issues
there is
really.
on their behalf, obviously, GDPR.
Are you there?
on their behalf.
Sorry?
He is just trespassing. I've
Yeah.
asked him to leave, which is a civil matter,
Yeah,
and he has left.
no, I'll leave
No
right away.
criminal
Thank you
matter
so
there,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Could you stop filming me?
No, I can't stop doing that, no.
Hello, now listen, are you still in the work? You still in the office? I've got a guy here filming the building, so he needs you to stop.
I'm just actually going, I'm not refusing to stop. I've actually done my filming.
You see, when I asked him to stop filming through the windows, he's actually filming through the windows.
I've actually completed filming, thank you. So I'm going to go now.
Right.
But you need to calm down a little bit.
I'm not saying anything.
You've been shouting at me, telling me it's illegal and unlawful. Yeah, but it's my right to continue.
But this is, like I said to you, there's confidential information there.
Yeah, I know, and that's your responsibility as an organisation, not you personally, to actually stop the leakage of that information.
People have got the right to have the blinds open.
Yeah, but they should turn the computers the other way around, or there's actually window coverings which actually lets light in, but no information out.
But he's not showing us any.
So yes, what Artistics here is saying is true. Like I said at the beginning, I've got it on my house because people walk past and stare in, and I don't like it. So I had film put on my windows, and it's also brilliant for keeping the heat out in the summer. So I had a film put on the window, so it's a mirror on the outside, so when you look into my house, you're literally looking back at yourself, unless if it's on the night and the light's turned on, then it just turns like a normal window. But I can see out perfectly fine. Nobody can see in. It still allows the sun and everything through, just not all the heat. So it is a perfect thing. And not just that, they can... I don't know if they still sell them now. They probably will. But years ago, companies used to buy those screen things, so you could only see it at a certain angle. They could just buy them and put them on the screens.
You know what I mean? That's what he said anyway.
So GDPR now. That's requestable under GDPR. Do you understand?
Have you requested, yeah.
Sorry?
Have you requested permission to film this?
You don't need to request permission to film. Yeah, well, it's going to be requested by GDPR. And you can stop being so, like, nasty as well. Oh, you're going to swear, are you? Okay.
Okay, then, so I'm going to have to... I don't know if I want to disagree with Artistics, because I'm not 100% sure how the GDPR 100% works. I'm not going to go into it all right at this moment. I've got a lot of stress on my mind already as it is. So it's not GDPR, in my eyes, what he would request that under. He would do a freedom of information request and request that information, the data that she's collected on him, just like they can to him. If you have CCTV on your house and it sees the road, people who are crossing the road can do a freedom of information request on you, on your house, to request the data that you've collected on them walking by. Now, if I'm wrong, let us know in the comments down below.
This is good news for the... I think she said too much there.
But he's actually filming through the windows. That's what Nick can say.
It's because windows are see-through.
Right, no problem. Right, this is.
Okay, I'm going to go now because I've done what I've come to do, and that your attitude is...
Excuse me, my attitude?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe I got a wee bit alienated earlier on, but I mean, I think it's been rather reasonable. I asked you just to move on, and then that's right, you don't want to move on. Right?
No, I didn't. Until I'd finished. I said until I've finished, and I'm finished now. I've been finished for the last 5 minutes, but you keep engaging me in conversation. So.
Right, okay.
So you take care anyway. All the best.
Okay then, so it's this next interaction with the next security guard where things really take a turn for the worst, unfortunately. And it, like I said, it would be a different story if he tried that with me. But let's just continue.
Sorry. You just tell me to piss off. hear you, what? Excuse me? I can't hear you. What did you say? You're whispering. Ow! That's assault! That is assault! That is assault!
So, what you're just seeing here is the guy, I'm pretty sure he said excuse me, and then he said step back, and then he has attacked Autistics. In that instinct, you see Autistic's natural instincts kick in. His natural instincts, unfortunately for him, is flight, so he runs away. A lot of people's natural instincts, because it's either fight or flight. Mine is fight. Unfortunately for this person, it is fight. So if this was me, he would have ended up straight on his ass. I'm not trying to big myself up or make out I'm hard or anything, because I'm not. There's always somebody harder. But the fact that I have fight training, which I spent, nearly 10 years doing boxing, and I think 3 or 4 years or so doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I can look after myself is what I'm trying to say. So if this was me, it would have been a completely different story. He would have caught me off guard, like he did Autistics, and I probably wouldn't have gone back like Autistics did. I would have been punched back, because I've been punched. When you do fight training, you get punched. It's as simple as that. You get kicked, you get kneed, you get it all. Because what I wanted to do was boxing or UFC, mixed martial arts fighting. That's what I wanted to do when I was younger. So I trained a lot of years, trying to become the best as I could. Once I realised it was never going to work out for me, I changed my whole strategy of life. But this instinct, it would have been completely different for me, and probably most of you in what's watching this video. Your instincts might have been to fight rather than flight. Autistics, in this case, is to flight. So, like I said, this instinct could have gone really bad for the security guard if it had been somebody which was a fight situation rather than flight.
The police are coming for you now, you bastard! You just punched me in the fucking face! Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I'll go fucking punching members of the public in the face! Fucking twat! You're well in trouble! You're well in trouble!
So, like I said, Autistics in this instant, probably not the best thing to go back and start punching the windows and everything. Self-defense only works if you're attacked, and in a split instant you defend yourself. Or you can defend yourself if you believe that you are gonna be physically assaulted or unlawfully battered. In this case, it was an unprovoked attack. So, like I say, it was an unprovoked attack. There was no instinct where he truly thought he was going to be attacked until it happened. So, if he had lunged back straight away as he was getting chased, self-defense would work in that instant. But going back and punching the windows and kicking stuff, you're putting yourself in an instinct where criminal damage then becomes against you rather than him getting done for assault and battery. So, if Autistic went to the police, I have asked him. I haven't had a reply yet, but I will ask if he goes to the police. Hopefully, there's a follow-up video on this. I've already had my 2Ps in for like 2 minutes where I was explaining that it would have been a different instinct for me, because my natural instinct is to fight rather than flight. And the fact that I've got a fighting background, I've done it for years, so it would have been different for me and probably a lot of other people. But let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.